I was the first one to say I love you in our relationship, and I did so over a drunk call. Henry and I actually started out long distance, where I was still in college at Harvard and he was living in Mexico City. And at this point, we had only hung out like 3 or 4 times for weekends, and I was about to go visit him from the Golden Globes. And honestly, I don't think I was really thinking about whether or not I loved him, or was I planning any sort of moment where I was gonna say I love you for the first time to him. But when I drunk called him at the end of the night of the Golden Globes in 2020, I said goodbye and said, bye, I love you. And then I immediately kind of freaked out and was like, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. And I must have looked so funny because I was drunk in my hotel room and I was showing him how I could stick my fake eyelashes to my forehead. And we were on FaceTime, and I remember like not even being able to really see his face because he was like in the bathroom. It was like pitch dark because he had some friends over, and it was like 3 a.m. his time. So I had straight up woken him up from sleeping. And so I could basically just see like the shadow of his face in this dark room he was sitting in. He was just trying not to wake any of his guests up, but he very kindly giggled and then said, I love you too. And a couple days later, I got on a plane and flew down to Mexico City for the first time and the last time I would visit him while he was there. We are a COVID couple, so while we started out long distance, we only hung out like 4 or 5 times over weekends, and then he moved in with my whole family in Portland, Oregon, and we were there for a few months before we then went to Vermont, New Jersey, and then I went to rehab and he went back to Switzerland for the time I was there. It's honestly so crazy to look back on all of it, because to think it all started when I drunk called him, said I love you on the night of my first Golden Globes, and now we live together, own a home together, and have a dog together.